Welcome everyone to another episode of ECW. We should have a lot of good action in store for you this week because tonight's main event will be for the ECW World Tag Team titles as the Usos take on LAX, as last week LAX earned their opportunity to face the Usos by beating the Briscoes in a very competitive match. It looks like the Monster Among Men, Braun Strowman, is in the building, and as we've seen what happened last week, Braun Strowman and Pentagon Jr. were both blindsided and attacked by Matanza Cueto in the ECW Championship Tournament finals last week. So I know that Braun Strowman probably has a lot on his mind, on his feelings in regards to what happened last week, because that was crazy, that was insane what Matanza did to both Pentagon Jr. and Braun Strowman. And now we still don't really have an official ECW champion. Matanza took the ECW Championship belt, but he's not the official champion. There is no official champion yet.
Last week, I got screwed out of my ECW Championship match, which is I'm calling you out, Matanza. And if you don't get your ass out here right now, I'm marching backstage to find you, so you can get these hands.
Uh-oh. We already know what's about to happen. Looks like Matanza's out here looking for a fight, and Braun Strowman is going to get what he wants because he also wants a fight too. And you can see that there's already a referee inside the ring trying to maybe quell the tensions a little bit between these two behemoths, but this is ECW. Referees can't really do anything to stop these two from brawling here. I mean, if you got an issue with each other, if you got problems with each other, you're going to settle it out. And that's exactly what they're doing right now, as Braun Strowman and Matanza are going back and forth with punches right now. They're both taking it to each other with heavy punches, heavy shots, and Braun Strowman throws Matanza straight into the barricade railing. And and the huge right hand driven straight into the stomach of Matanza by Braun Strowman. He throws Matanza into the barricade again, to the steel guardrail. And you know, those guardrails has to hurt really badly, especially when Braun Strowman, somebody as massive as the Monster Among Men, sends you into it. But it looks like Matanza is able to escape from the grasp of Braun Strowman. Oh man, what a headbutt. He's able to send Braun Strowman down with a single headbutt. That just shows you that Matanza is a normal leader. He is also a monster himself. Oh no, Matanza has the steel chair, but Braun Strowman knocks the steel chair out of Matanza's hands here. And Braun Strowman with the suplex to Matanza, and oh no, he has the chair himself. No, and oh! Braun Strowman, the giant, utilizing the chair as a weapon. Now that is a scary sight right there. And this is not an official match, just to remind you guys. This is a straight up brawl. These two men came down here to fight each other, to brawl over who deserves to be the ECW champion. But even if whoever comes out on top during this brawl, they still will not be the ECW champion. We don't have an official ECW champion yet, as last week Matanza Cueto stole the ECW championship belt after attacking Pentagon Jr. and Braun Strowman, and as of right now, Matanza looks like he's getting the upper hand after that clothesline. Maybe he'll be able to keep his ECW championship that he stole. And oh, now he's using the steel steps. This is getting really violent right now. This may get out of hand, and if this was any other wrestling company, there would probably already be security out here to stop these two men, but this is ECW. We do things differently around here. And looks like Matanza, even though he's really strong himself, he couldn't necessarily get Braun Strowman off of his feet. And now Strowman tosses Matanza with a suplex toss across the floor. And look like Braun Strowman is ready to set up some mayhem and destruction himself as he gets out a table. The tables are in store, but Matanza knocks down Braun Strowman with another clothesline. And now Matanza has the table in his hands. You know that this brawl is probably going to end in a very violent fashion, but how long are these two guys are going to go at it each other here? I guess that just shows you how important the ECW Championship is, because if you're the ECW Champion, you represent ECW. You show that you're the most hardcore individual in this company. And right now, Matanza has the upper hand on Braun Strowman. Things aren't looking good for the Monster Among Men as Matanza's laying down shots on Strowman. He hasn't really recovered after those table shots that he received. And oh no, Matanza has Strowman against the table, and watch out, a pump handle suplex straight through the table. Wait, what's this? Pentagon Jr. is out here with a kendo stick as Matanza driven Braun Strowman through the table, and oh no, Pentagon Jr. appearing out of nowhere, beating down Matanza with a kendo stick, and all mayhem has broken loose as Pentagon Jr. last week also got screwed out of the ECW Championship match. Oh no, and he just broke the arm of Matanza. He just broke Matanza's arm, and now, oh no, don't tell me he's gonna do the same thing to Braun Strowman. He's gonna try to break Braun Strowman's arm, and oh no! I think I might have heard a snap in Braun Strowman's arm, even though he's a really big dude. I mean, Pentagon Jr.'s arm breaker has taken many victims. He's probably just taken 2 victims tonight. And what's this? Looks like Pentagon Jr. is going to take the ECW Championship for himself. We still don't have an official champion. Next up on ECW, we have Randy Orton versus Sabu, as last week there was an intense backstage brawl between these two, but tonight they will finally settle it out in an official match, in an Extreme Rules match.
The following contest is an Extreme Rules match. Making his way to the ring from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 250 pounds, he is the Apex Predator, the Viper, Randy Orton.
This man right here is cold, vicious, and venomous. And Orton proved those sides of himself to be true last week, after he slammed Sabu onto a limousine windshield, sending a few glass shards into the back of Sabu. And after last week, Sabu had to receive minor medical treatment after being slammed into the limousine windshield, but he should be fine and ready to go for this week's match against Randy Orton in an Extreme Rules match. You can see the face of Randy Orton, the face of the Viper right now. He is very serious, very cold, ready to go right now. He wants to hurt Sabu in the worst ways possible. All of this started, all of the issues between Randy Orton and Sabu started because Orton called out the entire ECW locker room. He wanted to see if there's anybody who had the balls to face him under an environment where there's no rules, no regulations, and no restrictions. And Sabu was the first to answer Randy Orton's challenge. And ever since then, these two have gone to war with each other.
And his opponent from Bombay, India, weighing in at 235 pounds, the Superstar.
And looks like Sabu's ready to go for his match against Randy Orton, despite getting slammed into the limousine windshield. But this man can take a lot of punishment and damage. I don't think anybody or anything could destroy Sabu completely. But wait, what's this? Looks like Sabu's gonna jumpstart this match right now as he goes straight after Randy Orton. He definitely wants revenge after what Orton did to him last week. Nice kick delivered from Sabu as he gets the advantage early on against Orton. But against somebody who's dangerous as Randy Orton, you definitely need to stay on him. You don't want the pace to slow down for what Randy Orton enjoys to work in. A slow, methodical pace to break down his victims. But right now, it looks like Orton is starting to get the advantage in the match again. But Sabu counters, but Orton delivers a right-handed strike there and a strong uppercut by the Viper. Orton drags Sabu. Looks like to the apron now. And Randy Orton tackles Sabu outside of the ring, and the action is going to spill outside of the ring in front of the ECW fans who wants to see as much violence as possible. And watch out. And Orton drives Sabu straight into the steel guardrail. And right now, Randy Orton is feeling it. Sabu is able to recover and throws Orton right into the apron. Almost went into the steel steps. Sabu has Orton again. And this time he tosses into the steel steps. You can hear the metal clanging right there. Well, it looks like Orton gets back up. He's able to absorb Sabu's kick. Orton sidesteps that clothesline. He's attacking Sabu right now, but Sabu counters with a jawbreaker. And he throws Orton back into the ring. A nice back and forth action right now, but Sabu using the springboard to his advantage here, hitting the springboard crossbody. He didn't fully get Orton there, but it doesn't matter. Sabu will use his own body as a weapon. His own body is probably Sabu's best weapon there, actually, as he has no problem taking it to the extreme, going high risk. But Randy Orton delivers a nice Canadian neck breaker to Sabu, targeting that neck there, which Sabu is probably still feeling some pain in that neck after being powerbombed on a windshield there. And brutal chair shot by Orton, attacking Sabu over and over with that steel chair. So we're finally starting to see some weapons being introduced in this Extreme Rules match. No rules in this match. They can do whatever they please to hurt each other as much as possible. The referee can only stand there and watch. His only job is to count the pin, which is what Orton is doing right now, but Sabu kicks out of it. Orton has the chair again. What's about to happen? And oh no. If Orton continues this assault with the chair on Sabu, this may not be good. This may be the beginning of the end. You know Orton, he's going to let this match continue as long as possible so he can hurt Sabu as much as he wants to. Sabu hits the counter though. Now Sabu has the steel chair, and now he gets to beat Orton all over the place with the chair. Now Sabu's dragging Orton right into the middle of the ring, maybe trying to get extra position in here. Oh no, he's going to bridge. He's going to brace the chair right across Randy Orton's neck. Oh no, this could be career-ending. Oh! Sabu with a diving senton right onto the neck of Randy Orton. That might have hurt Sabu more than it hurt Orton, because the chair might have went straight into Sabu's back there. But you could tell that Orton really got affected by that too. His neck is in a lot of pain after that. Looks like Orton can still go. He can still fight after that. Surprisingly, both of these guys can still go after that. But Sabu is going to give a power bomb straight to Randy Orton. A sit-out power bomb, that is. And he's going to go for the pin. And Orton kicks out of it. And I'm surprised that both of these guys can still go after that. That brutal chair bump there. Right now, Randy Orton, what is he doing gloating in the ring? Why is he doing that? And oh, watch out! Oh, RKO out of nowhere. Randy Orton was setting up Sabu the whole time with a catching RKO. Brilliant plan by the Viper, and that might be it.
Sabu kicks out of the RKO. A catching RKO out of nowhere, unbelievable, but given that Sabu is able to take a lot of punishment with his body and that he loves to jump off of things, putting his body at risk, it's no surprise that he's able to withstand that. But what was that we just seen as Sabu just DDT'd Orton straight onto the apron? And now Sabu is going to deliver perhaps a lung blower. A lung blower out of nowhere. We just seen an apron DDT using the springboard to his advantage, followed up by a powerbomb lung blower straight to the spine of Randy Orton. And now Sabu has the kendo stick. I'm not sure how this man survived the catch and RKO out of nowhere. With Sabu, we know that he's able to take a lot of punishment. We know that he can take a lot of damage. And that his body is basically, I don't know, his own weapon. Basically a shield that he just uses to hurt people with it. And you can see here, Sabu's going to the top of the ladder. What are you doing? No! What are you doing at the top of the ladder there? It looks like Randy Orton is going to get up. He's going to wait for Randy Orton to get up, perhaps with a springboard. He's going to try to jump, but no, it's too late as Randy Orton pushes Sabu off of the top of the ladder. Oh my God. Sabu fell all the way outside of the ring. I mentioned many times that he could take a lot of punishment and damage, but I don't know if he can survive that. That might be the beginning of the end. Orton needs to capitalize on this quickly. He brought out the table as he attacks Sabu with a drop kick. It looks like Orton is ready to put this match away. He's being really aggressive on Sabu right now, attacking him with stomps and might drive him through the table that he's brought into the ring. And now Orton tosses Sabu straight into the ring. And then delivers a clothesline to Sabu. It looked like Sabu took too long to jump off at the top of the ladder there. He's trying to set up for a crossbody, but Orton was able to knock the ladder over before Sabu can jump. It looks like Sabu is able to escape from Orton for a bit, but Orton throws Sabu down. Sabu gets the front neck lock going in. Orton with the counter. And Orton has Sabu into the front neck lock and delivers a stiff European uppercut to Sabu and another uppercut. This match is starting to become more hard-hitting the longer we go into it, as these two really hate each other. And now Sabu looks like he's going to throw Orton into the table. Uh-oh. And a Hurricanrana straight into the table, but the table didn't break. The table did not break, and Orton was lucky to land in that position as he avoided going straight through the middle of the table. And if he went into the middle of the table, that could have been the end of the match right there. But uh-oh, look like Sabu still wants to put Orton through that table. He's not satisfied with that. And he drop kicks Orton straight through the table. And now he's going to the top. And a moonsault, but Orton puts his knees up. And Sabu went straight into the knees of Randy Orton. Sabu counters Orton's attack. Orton reverses with his own counter. And now he delivers the angle slam. He goes for the cover after the angle slam, and Sabu kicks out at 2.5. Great back and forth action between Orton and Sabu as their Extreme Rules match continues. And now Orton has the ladder in his hands. And will Orton use that ladder again? We'll see. Oh, Sabu's able to escape though before Orton can finish his plans. Now Sabu hits the calf kick on Randy Orton. Orton with the counter. Sabu reverses again. And Sabu throws Orton into the corner, straight into the ladder. And Sabu body slams Randy Orton through the ladder. Sabu with the cover. And Orton kicks out. Sabu just put Orton through the table and the ladder. And Orton kicked out of that. You could tell that both of these guys want to win this match badly. They want to prove
They want to one-up each other here. They want to prove that they're better than each other. As Sabu hits Randy Orton with the table, bringing in another table in this match. But we've seen earlier in the match that Sabu was able to kick out of a catch and RKO, which was completely unbelievable. Not too many people have ever done that before. But Randy Orton just kicked out of being put through a table and a ladder. But Sabu this time hits the moonsault from the top rope. As Sabu goes for the cover, Orton kicks out. So both Orton and Sabu are taking a lot of damage in this match, but they're both kicking out of unbelievable things right now. Very, very painful match going on right now. And Sabu delivers a nice Hurricanrana after Orton tried to strike him. Orton with the counter kicks Sabu in the gut. He delivers another angle slam to Sabu. Uh-oh. I think this time Orton wants to put Sabu through the table. We'll see what will happen. Oh no. The rope hung DDT. And the rope hung DDT straight down onto the mat. I think maybe Sabu's head clipped into the table a little bit there. You can see him really holding his face there. Now that will be really painful. You can receive some eye damage that way. Oh no. And this time another DDT straight onto that table. And we've seen Orton do this before. Multiple repeated rope hung hangman DDTs to give his victims a concussion. And oh no. Oh no, I think that's what Orton is doing right now. I think he's trying to give Sabu a concussion. He's going to target that head. And we've known that over the years in all sports, concussion awareness has increased. But in ECW, wrestlers pretty much have free reign of what they want to do to each other. So the referee can't really stop the match. If Orton wants to give Sabu a concussion, he's free to do so. And now Randy Orton is going to the top rope. Maybe a superplex. And uh-oh. Sabu is able to escape out of the superplex though from the top rope. And now he delivers the Arabian press from the top rope. And he's going to go for the cover. 1, 2, and Randy Orton kicks out of it. And Sabu can't believe it. I can't believe it. The crowd can't believe it. We're just wondering what else Sabu can do to take out the Viper. It looks like Sabu's gonna set up the table again. Throws Randy Orton into the corner. And now he sets up Randy Orton to the top rope. Uh-oh. 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 It looks like Sabu might set up for a superplex of his own. And he puts Randy Orton straight through the table. And Sabu is going to go for the cover. And Orton kicks out of that. I don't know what to believe right now. Both of these guys are kicking out of everything. Randy Orton and Sabu are proving themselves to be very durable, very extreme, very hardcore in this match. But Sabu is going to get the chair to soften up Randy Orton some more, because Orton just got put through 2 tables over the duration of this match. And Sabu is going to go to the top rope again, looks like it, but uh-oh, maybe he has other plans. Maybe he realizes he needs to do something more extreme, more brutal to Randy Orton to put him out for good in this match, because Orton has been sustaining a lot of damage, but he's been kicking out of a lot of stuff. Sabu has the table in his hands right now, and looks like he's going to set up another table to put Randy Orton through. This will be perhaps, I think, the 3rd table if Orton goes through that table. Uh-oh. Hold on. Another Hangsman DDT though. Straight onto the mat by the Viper Randy Orton. Another rope hung DDT delivered by the Viper to Sabu here. And I'm just mentioning like how much damage Orton can sustain himself, but Sabu on the other hand, he might have a concussion. He received 4 rope hung DDTs by the Viper Randy Orton. And that move has been known for giving people concussions. There's also one other deadly move that gives people concussions as well, the punt kick. Hopefully, I'm not sure we're going to see that in this match so far, but Sabu is going to go to the top rope here. Another moonsault, but this time Randy Orton moved out of the way at the last second, sending Sabu straight through that table, and Orton has Sabu where he wants him right now. He's going to set up for the RKO, and Orton with the RKO, no! Sabu gets out of it and delivers a running clothesline. And he follows it up with a springboard moonsault, and he goes for the pin. And Sabu gets the victory. What a thrilling finish. What an amazing finish to an amazing match there. As Sabu went straight through the table with his weight. What's going on? Oh, Randy Orton with the kendo stick assaulting Sabu. And looks like Randy Orton is not satisfied with what just happened right there. He's angry. He wants to hurt Sabu. He wants to put him out for good. And the referee can just stand by there and just watch as Randy Orton can do whatever he wants to Sabu, even though that the match is over. Oh no, he's going to deliver more rope hung DDTs to Sabu. He's going to deliver more DDTs to Sabu. He's going to make sure that Sabu suffers a severe concussion before the night is over. This may severely cut the longevities of Sabu's career short here. Sabu's already have a very long career, but this move right here could possibly retire him. He's gonna deliver multiple rope hung DDTs without any signs of stopping. And now he follows it up with an RKO. It looks like Randy Orton isn't finished. What else can you do to Sabu at this point? You've already proven your point, Orton. This could get even more violent and more unsettling to watch. I know that the fans wants to see the violence that ECW is known for, but there has to be a point to where there's just too much. Like seeing a man receive a concussion like this in front of all these people with nobody stopping him, this is really unsettling and just disturbing to watch. But Orton has the table. Orton has the table, and he just set up Sabu to the top rope here. And I think I know what Orton is about to do. Oh no, I think I know what Orton is about to do. Orton has done this move before in the past. And he's gonna do it here to Sabu. An RKO from the top rope. No, an avalanche RKO straight through the table to put out Sabu for good. And Sabu may need help. He may need medical attention after what Orton did to him. 2 RKOs, and one being an RKO from the top rope through the table, and not to mention all of those DDTs that he suffered by the hands of the Viper. OVE is in the building. As last week they wanted to prove a message to Dean Ambrose, saying that Dean cannot survive on his own. He can't survive by himself. But last week there was a 3-on-1 handicap match between Dean Ambrose and OVE, but even though Ambrose put up a good fight in that handicap match, the numbers proved to be too much for him to overcome, and OVE was able to beat him here. But this week Sami Callihan said that he had a very important message to deliver to Dean Ambrose. So let's see what he has to say.
I hate to break the news to everybody, but Dean Ambrose isn't here tonight. Which is why I'm out here to send him a very important message he needs to listen to closely. Last week, Dean, we proved to you that you couldn't survive on your own, and that there was no way for you to take down a group as talented and successful as us. We not only built up our value, but we built up the value of the entire wrestling scene in the state of Ohio, which is where you came from, Dean. But you go ahead and make a mockery of that? Dean, you said that I'm the one that's jealous, but what's there is to be jealous of when you already have what you want and is in proposition to take over the world? We've taken over the state of Ohio, we've taken over Impact Wrestling, and currently we're taking over ECW, which means that we are destroying anybody that's in our way, and that includes you, Ambrose. Since you're a threat to OVE, we will use all of the measures that we can to make sure that we put you down to the ground and make your life a living hell. No matter how many times you try to fight back and oppose us, we'll put you right back down where you belong and make sure that you're never getting up again. Because we will end your career, Dean. You will no longer be able to wrestle again after what we do to you, and we will make sure that you spend the rest of your life in a wheelchair. However, since that I'm a fair person, there is a way for you to avoid all of this, Dean. You can avoid all of this by joining OVE. Join OVE and be under my rule, and you can avoid all of this, Dean. Your career will be safe, and we will have your back. Join OVE, and we will run ECW with nobody stopping us. Because if you want to continue to wrestle or walk on your own 2 feet, Dean, it's your only option. I'll give you next week to make your decision, because next week it will either be your inauguration or execution.
And Sami Callihan just given Dean Ambrose an ultimatum. Join OVE or your career is over. An ECW original is back in the building as Bully Ray makes his return here to ECW. The brand new ECW, that is, as there's a lot of unfamiliar faces to Bully Ray here, but right now Bully Ray says he got a lot to get off of his mind before he competes tonight, as he is scheduled to face off against an opponent we don't know who Bully Ray will be facing, but he will have his first match back here in ECW. But before that, looks like he's going to get something off of his chest real quick, because we all know that Bully Ray has a very loud mouth and he isn't afraid to say what's on his mind. He basically has zero filter, so it's always entertaining to listen to hear to what he has to say.
Do you know who I am? Well, you guys should already know who I am, because this is the place that made me into who I am today. This is the place that made me into a real man, which is something that is lost in today's generation. During my time away from ECW and other wrestling promotions, I've been disgusted at what I've been seeing. There is no more attitude. There is no more aggression. There is no more animosity between wrestlers backstage anymore. Instead, everyone wants to sing Kumbaya and be best friends with one another. Today's generation is full of pussies. I don't give a fuck what I'm saying right now offends you. If you're offended by the words that are coming out of my mouth right now, then get the fuck out of the building. This is ECW. I can say what I want and I can do what I want. And for the younger wrestlers that are here in ECW, let me tell you something. You better listen closely right now. You wouldn't survive a single second in the old ECW, and I'm going to prove that there are no more real men left in your generation.
And his opponent, from Amsterdam, Holland, weighing in at 215 pounds, Aleister Black.
And what a surprise, I had no idea that Aleister Black would be Bully Ray's opponent here tonight. I knew that Bully Ray would be in competition, but I had no idea it was going to be the Dutch Destroyer. And Bully Ray's talking about that there are no more real men left in the younger generation, but Aleister Black may prove Bully Ray wrong here tonight. And this man here is very dangerous. A striker who has potential to be a future ECW champion. With how talented the ECW roster is, there's a lot of guys on this roster who could probably contend for the ECW title, but there's something about Aleister Black that just elevates him to the next level over those guys. And we could see that tonight. And the match between Bully Ray and Aleister Black is now underway. Oh, Aleister Black with a spinning knee strike right off the gate. And now he delivers, looks like a striking combination, the blackout strike combination delivered from Aleister Black. You see that Aleister Black is very well versed in a martial arts background, and he's really delivering those kicks and strikes all over the place to Bully Ray. I don't think he's really used to this offense before, as Aleister Black right now, he's just giving Bully Ray an incredible series of kicks. Is completely overwhelming him right now with this offense, and now he just driving his boot into Bully Ray's face and delivers a brutal kick straight into the jaw of Bully Ray, shutting him up there. And now I don't necessarily agree with what Bully Ray said here earlier tonight, but here in ECW you can freely speak what you want, you can say what you want, but everybody else also has the power to come out there and shut you up as well. And Aleister Black is looking to do that, but Bully Ray just is in control right now as he punches Aleister Black down. He's going to Irish whip Aleister Black into the corner. The Black gets the kick though. And Aleister with the super kick to the back of Bully Ray's head. He's looking very, very impressive in this match so far here. I'll say that he has a bright future in ECW as he delivers a stiff curb stomp, the original version of the curb stomp, to Bully Ray, and Bully Ray barely kicks out of that. But as I was saying, Aleister Black has a bright future on ECW. I think one day he could definitely be an ECW champion. But right now he has to focus against Bully Ray. So far he's doing a really good job in this match right here, taking control of things, using his martial arts background to beat down Bully Ray. We'll see if Bully Ray can recover, can rebound, as this match is a clash of two very different and distinct styles. But Bully Ray hits the DDT though. Beautiful DDT by Bully Ray as he goes for the cover. And Aleister kicks out. Bully Ray continues with his strong brawler style punches and chops to Aleister, just lighten up Aleister Black's chest, and now he delivers a backbreaker to Aleister. And Bully Ray hits the splash, the body splash to Aleister Black, and he's going to deliver another one, the second body splash using his weight, and the third body splash to Aleister Black. And Bully Ray's going to go for the pin. Oh, it's a rope break. It's a rope break. I guess Bully Ray wasn't aware where Aleister Black was located in a ring, like in terms of ropes. But now he's going to go for the cover. One, and Aleister kicks out, and Bully Ray, you can tell he's frustrated by that. He's kind of arguing with the ref there, wondering how that was rope break. His foot was slightly underneath the bottom rope there. But Bully Ray Irish whips Aleister Black. But oh wait, the referee is knocked down. However, the referee is down, but Aleister Black doesn't care. He's going to deliver another blackout strike combination to Bully Ray. He's going to continue on with this match here with a roundhouse kick straight to the temple. That might be it. And Bully Ray kicks out at 2.5. That roundhouse kick was scary. knocking the man the size of Bully Ray straight down to the ground, because Bully Ray is kind of a big guy, but he just collapsed immediately. And Aleister Black hits a beautiful springboard drop kick to Bully Ray and knocks him out of the ring. And oh no, you can see that Aleister Black is ready to kill. And oh, he misses the dive out of the ring there, but oh, Bully Ray tried to attack Aleister Black with a chair, but Aleister Black was able to move out of the way. We have some great action going on right there. Aleister Black springboard off of the ropes, delivers a nice kick straight to the arm, I believe, or maybe to the midsection. We'll see if he can get the win off of that move. The Bully Ray kicks out. Trying to keep up with the action here, trying to catch my breath. Aleister Black tried to go for another knee strike that he used earlier in the match, but Bully Ray avoids it. And oh, beautiful German suplex by Bully Ray, just tossing him over around the ring. Bully Ray going for the cover. Aleister Black kicks out. A lot of good action going on in this match right now. Pretty surprising that it's kind of a fast-paced match, as Bully Ray is known for kind of working a little bit more slower pace, kind of more of a brawler style. But right now, he's definitely slowed the pace of the match down, as he has Aleister Black up against the corner and just overwhelming him with strikes and punches all across his body. But Aleister Black, what's this? And a capture suplex, kind of a exploder suplex there from Aleister Black, excuse me. Yeah, that was an exploder suplex. And Bully Ray tries to get back in the ring, trying to recover from the exploder suplex, but ooh! Now that was a nasty kick to the jaw that just made Bully Ray's whole body go limp. And Aleister Black, he's gonna set it up for the Black Mass kick. The Black Mass kick, knocking Bully Ray out cold. And Bully Ray fades to black. What an amazing victory for Aleister Black, especially the way how he finished that match off with Bully Ray delivering 2 brutal kicks, finishing it off with the Black Mass. This man here definitely, wait, RVD, looks like somebody attacked RVD. He's on the ground. Wait, Killer Kross. Killer Kross is there, and he's dragging RVD's carcass across the floor. And oh no, looks like Killer Kross has assaulted RVD backstage here in the locker room, and he's going to continue to do so right here. Somebody needs to stop this. And Killer Kross is going to powerbomb RVD straight through that table, and he's just going to leave the crime scene. And RVD laying motionless on the floor. Killer Kross has mentioned that RVD will be his first victim, his first target, but we didn't really know what Killer Kross meant by that, but now we see. In our main event for tonight's episode of ECW is next. LAX, Santana, and Ortiz takes on the ECW Tag Team Champions, the Usos. The ECW Tag Team titles are on the line. And LAX is ready to fight tonight against the Usos for the tag team titles. Last week they had an impressive showing against the Briscoes in a #1 contenders match to face off against the Usos for the ECW Tag Team Championships. So LAX have certainly earned the right to face off against the tag team titles, and I think this match, I'm not sure who's going to win, to be honest. Both teams, LAX and the Usos, look really good right now. So this should be one hell of a match. And it's been a while since we've seen the Usos on ECW, but last week I'm pretty sure they're watching that #1 Contenders Tag Team match really closely as LAX is able to come out on top. But tonight, they put up their first title defense since winning the ECW Tag Team titles a few episodes ago. So we'll see here if Usos are legit or they're a one and done team here.
On the way to the ring at a combined weight of 389 pounds, Ortiz and Santana. Ortiz, Santana, and their opponents at a combined weight of 479 pounds. They are the ECW World Tag Team Champions, Jimmy Uso and Jay Uso. The Usos.
And the ECW Tag Team titles match is now underway. It looks like we're starting off with Ortiz and Jimmy Uso. Right now, Ortiz just threw Jimmy Uso out of the way and follows it up with the clothesline. This should be a fast-paced, high-action match between two highly talented teams. The Usos are the current ECW Tag Team Champions as they won the titles in an elimination tag team brawl. In LAX last week, they beat the Briscoes in a #1 Contenders match to earn the opportunity to face off against the Usos. So both teams are going to come out swinging very early out of the gate. Ortiz Irish whips Jimmy Uso into the corner. Jimmy gets to a counter, hits Ortiz with a bulldog. Jimmy Uso Irish whips Ortiz into the corner and tags in Jay Uso. So I guess a way to tell them apart. Jay has no shirt on, Jimmy has the shirt on. But right now, Jay Uso is working the leg of Ortiz from LAX. And now looks like he's going to continue to work the leg. Interesting strategy from Jay Uso. Because sometimes LAX like to fly in the air. They like to use some aerial attacks. Ortiz, however, he gets the reversal and he's going to drag Jay into the corner. But Jay is able to get out of it. Jay Uso is able to escape out of Ortiz's grasp here, but no. Ortiz with the right hand strike. And he delivers some shots, but Jay with the counter. Ortiz with the takedown. Ortiz brings more to missed. It looked like he miscalculated that move there, which leads to Jay Uso taking advantage there, just jumping down onto the back of Ortiz and delivers an elbow drop to the back. And now Jay is just stomping down on all of the limbs, just targeting his body right there, maybe potentially setting up for a tequila sunrise later on in the match. Ortiz, on the other hand, is able to deliver a nice strong lariat to Jay Uso. Now Ortiz tags in Santana. And Santana delivers a nice, beautiful, smooth hurricanrana to Jay Uso and clotheslines Jay out of the ring. And Santana to the top rope. What's he about to do? And a moonsault to the outside of the ring. Beautiful moonsault and high risk too. That's what LAX is all about. They can really go, they can really fight. Not only they can brawl, but they can also wrestle too. What's this right now? Jay Uso just slams Santana right onto the apron. Now that was a very impactful move, but the referee is still counting it at 6 right now. They both need to get back into the ring. And Santana is able to get back in. Jay gets back in. Oh, Santana with another hurricanrana takedown there. And now, a face crusher there. So he follows that Hurricanrana takedown up with a face crusher. And now it looks like he's going to work the leg of Jey Uso. And Santana stands up Jey, and what's about to happen? Oh, he's going to toss Jey into the corner. And now he tags Ortiz back into the ring. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, watch out. Ooh, super kick, knee strike combination. That was incredible. That might be it, and Jimmy Uso breaks that up. Jimmy Uso probably saved the tag team titles right there, because that was a devastating combo. A super kick in the knee strike combination, that will knock somebody unconscious. Jey seems like he's able to recover as he delivers a neck breaker to Ortiz. Now Jimmy Uso's tagged into the match. Jimmy Uso should be pretty fresh right now, so let's see if they can get some momentum on their side for the Usos. But oh, a jumping cutter out of nowhere from Ortiz, and he goes for the pin, but looks like the referee's arguing with Jey Uso. What's going on here? And that allows Jimmy Uso to kick out of the jumping cutter. So look like Jey Uso is able to distract the ref a little bit there, but like Ortiz is going to continue on there. Nice calf kick there, which is followed up after those clotheslines. But Jimmy Uso's back up. He gets back up after that. It looks like he's delivering his own comeback of some sorts here. Oh, wow. Clothesline after clothesline. It ducks and hits a flying clothesline. And now Jimmy Uso looks like he's going to set up for something. Uh-oh. Ortiz could be in a lot of trouble right now. And uh-oh, the Tequila Sunrise. The Tequila Sunrise. Usos use this move to tap out many of their victims. But oh, Ortiz is able to get out of the Tequila Sunrise, and he follows it up with a clothesline. I'm surprised that Ortiz was able to get out of that move really early there, but watch out! Super kick! He got Ortiz in the air with a super kick, and Jimmy Uso's gonna go for the pin. 1, 2, but Santana was able to get up in time to break it up. If Santana didn't make it there in time, I think the match would have been over. The Usos would have retained their tag team titles. But right now, chaos is breaking down inside of the ring. A lot of action going on right now. Look like Jimmy Uso got tackled out of the ring. But man, and oh, and a nice moonsault off of the apron from Ortiz, my bad, Ortiz to Jimmy Uso. And now this time Ortiz tosses Jimmy into the steel steps. But I'm still thinking about that catching super kick in midair. That was a thing of beauty. But shockingly, the match didn't end after that because Santana was able to break it up in time. So LAX is still able to fight on. And Ortiz is going to tag in Santana, who took that super kick. Look like he's okay right now. Uh-oh. They're going to settle that up. A power bomb followed by a neck breaker. That might be it. I think that might be it. 1, 2, and oh, Jimmy Uso barely kicks out of that deadly combination. Jimmy Uso now Irish whips Santana. Oh, Santana just knocks off Jey Uso off of the apron. And is he gonna go after Jey Uso now? Oh, what's going on here? A lot of action spilling outside. Look like the Usos are trying to double team Santana, but Santana's fighting them off. You know, it looks like they're able to get the upper hand on Santana, however. The numbers are too much there. And the referee is keeping an eye out on Ortiz there, making sure he doesn't, like, get into the ring. Now Jimmy gets back into the ring. And what could we see here? Possibly a Samoan drop? No, he drops him onto the ropes. As Jimmy covers Santana. Santana kicks out. Jimmy Uso kicks Santana in the gut, follows it up with a nice smooth DDT. Jimmy Uso's gonna go for another cover. And Santana kicks out again. You can tell that Santana has a lot left in the tank. Kicking out of everything that Jimmy Uso is throwing at him. Santana is able to hit that running forearm attack, but Jimmy Uso is able to counter it. And oh, Santana is able to move out of the way of that spinning forearm attack there. And now he's working Jimmy Uso's arm. What's this? Oh, snapmare driver delivered by Santana. That might be it. Santana's gonna go for the cover. 1, 2, but oh, Jimmy Uso kicks out. Looks like there was a lot of chaos in the ring while Santana was covering Jimmy Uso. He was able to kick out himself, but oh, nice diving senton there from Santana. Ooh, stiff headbutt from Jimmy Uso. Now he delivers some hard shots, some hard strikes to Santana. And a beautiful back suplex off of the ropes from Jimmy Uso. And I think looks like he's going to tag in Jay perhaps. But Jay looks like he's still trying to recover, so maybe he's going to give him more time to recover here. Santana hits the reversal. No, instead he gets hit with the forearm smash. And now Jay gets tagged into the match. Jay Uso hits it up. Butterfly suplex from Jay Uso. And uh-oh. It's about to happen. And a super kick. A straight up super kick from Jay Uso. That might be it. But Ortiz looks like he's gonna get into the ring and he's gonna break it up in time there. LAX has eaten too many super kicks so far from the Usos. It's not a good thing here. Uh-oh. The Usos. Oh no, they're gonna jump onto both members of LAX with the Uso splash. That might do it. 1. What? How did Santana kick out of that? And that's gonna follow it up with a tequila sunrise. That has to be it. That has to be it. No, Santana escapes that as well. And he follows up super kick to the midsection, followed by another super kick to the jaw. How did LAX survive that? A Uso splash, followed by the tequila sunrise. Oh! Another catching super kick delivered from Jimmy Uso. And now he throws Santana back into the ring. That has to be it. It has to be all over. Jimmy Uso, he's gonna go ahead and deliver another super kick to put out LAX. That should be it. 1, 2, 3, and the Usos retain the tag team titles. Uh-oh. Looks like Sanity is out here and they want a piece of the tag team champions, the Usos. I think they're out here to send a message saying that they're next in line to have an opportunity at the ECW Tag Team titles. Right now, nothing is confirmed, but you gotta wonder about the future of the ECW Tag Team division. And considering how Sanity operates, you gotta wonder what type of chaos they can bring to the ECW Tag Team division.